We're gonna really focus on range of motion. We're gonna focus on activating some muscles. So our first set of everything is gonna be no weight at all, and then we'll move through and you can add a band or the dumbbells or whatever you want to add. I do have some work on the floor with upper body as well, so I'm gonna mute you guys. Are you ready? Let's go. Take it down, lift it up, reach up, lift up, all the way up, hug your abs in, down, knees over the feet, drive into the heels, balls of the feet, wiggle your toes, down and up, reach up, lift up, abs in, down and up, reach up. A couple more like that. Just see what's here with your legs today. Let's go one more. Down and up, reach up at the top, hold at the top, reach over to the side. Continuing to work on lengthening through your side body to create more range of motion, more movement, and we're lifting up from the abs so you're not kind of slumped into it. It's an active motion, and then soft back to the center, over to the other side. Lifting, dropping that shoulder back, pushing into your heels. So if you notice, your hips have to actually engage a little bit to stabilize so you're not just swinging out. So we're just activating things here. Back to the center, let's go down and up 5 times. Down, lift it up, reach it up, breathe in, down, and you're going down as far as you can go down, right? I mean, that seems obvious, but I want you to think about how far down you're going. Right here, hold at the top, lift at the top, reach up, lift over. See if you can go any further this time. So when we activate muscles, opposing muscles get to release, back to the center, core engaged, up and over to the other side, dropping it over, shoulder back. In 3, 2, last time, down and up 2 times, just down and up. One more time, down and up. Now we're gonna just turn, drop your heel down. So we're getting length. This isn't up on the toe, it's down through the heel. So pressing down through each heel, lift the same arm up of the leg that's in back and just reach over to the side. So we're just creating this side bend from this motion, and then wait for it. We're gonna create stability here. Bring your arm back to the center. We're gonna lift up onto one foot, reach forward. Now, if you have something to hold on to, get in a position where you can do that if you want to do that, or you can just reach out, pull your abs in, head and neck, neutral alignment as much as possible. Think about your hips, square them, like your hip bones would be pointing straight down to the floor. Lift that back leg a little bit higher. Extend that back leg out, draw your abs in. 3, 2, do not drop down, just slowly stand up. Yes, other leg goes back. Drop the heel down, so extending in the lower part of the leg, lifting up from your core, reach your arm up and over, other way. So we're just doing this rotation back with your front hip. It's rotating back as you're side bending, creating all different patterns of movements, like directions of movements, and then back to the center, push into your front heel and lift up. So you want to create that strength. So I have my chair right here. It's kind of handy. I can get situated, find my stability, square my hips, and then see if I can lengthen even more. And then you're doing your arm in front of you. You're doing your arm in front of you. Hold it. Lift as high as you can, reach front to back as far as you can. 3, 2, and slowly stand up using the strength of your standing leg. First side goes again. You know the second time is going to be better because your body is like, oh, I know what to do here. We've done this before now. So certain things have loosened up just a little bit. So you're side bending, drawing the hip back, lengthen the leg. Yes. And then come back to the center using your abs. You're activating that. Hinge it forward, lifting that leg up, drawing your abs in. When you first hinge forward, you're probably a little sloppy in the abs until you think about it and pull into the spine. Lift the leg as high as you can. This is something that we can all improve. So I'm going to check my hips, which inevitably are in a rotation, which isn't wrong. It's not like something bad's going to happen there. 3, 2, and come up. But I want to create length and strength in a pattern of movement that has my hips square. Drop that heel down. Lift the arm up. Lift the arm up over to the side. Same arm as the leg that's in back. Over to the side, just getting that side body lengthening, drawing that front hip back. Kind of is going to want to rotate, so you put your mind where your body is. And then back to the center, lift up, reach, and lengthen. Are you breathing? Draw the abs in. Lengthen your spine. Push into your heel. Extend even further. Notice if the ball of the foot is working, so you can be holding on, lifting that back leg just as far as it'll go. Check your hips, and then with strength, with purpose, stand up. Shake it out. We're going to curtsy. So just take one foot, like just, again, we're working with the twist. And you're going to go down. So if twisting back feels like too much, do a kickstand. You know I love the kickstand. You're just light on the toes. But with the twist back, now we're creating a different kind of torque on the hip muscles. So we're going down. And then we're lifting up. I want that back leg to lift if possible to get some strength, some stability. Taking it down, check your knee, and lift up. Take it down. So you've got that kickstand and back. How low can you go? So interesting, back in the day, you know, I've been doing this for a few decades now. We used to be really strict about like, never go below 90 degrees with like your knees. And it made sense, right? Like below 90 degrees, you've got different force on the knees, different muscles have to kick in. But it doesn't make sense as a human being who's meant to like squat down, get low, do like move your body. So now, I just read a research article that said that we're doing 2 more of these. Press up. It is not a bad thing. I'll just summarize it to go down that low. Now, you may have to build the strength in those stabilizing muscles. And of course you would in order to go down that low. So get your position on this side, do a couple, just kind of figure out where you want your foot in the back, square your hips up, and now let's go. About 10 times. So taking it down. Isn't it amazing how one side can feel so different than the other? I don't know if that's true for you. Different things to work on. Why I love doing single leg moves. Press up. So the benefit of us doing this in this way is you have this opportunity to get very focused on your alignment, and something different happens when you really focus on contracting your muscles and where, like, you're putting your mind where your movement is. It's just, we exponentially change. I'm going one more after this. We change how your nervous system functions. Press down, lift up. Different, yes? Okay, same thing. This time, if you want to weigh more, pick up dumbbells. So, exact same move. And just, if you want to weigh more, weigh more. It's the best weight to gain. It's easiest to take off. You just set it down. Are you ready? Let's go. So you're going to take it down and just see how early on the rise could you lift that back foot up. How much strength can you build in this leg? Press down, lift up. Now at the top, how tall can you get? How much could you lift across the front side of your hips? Yes? Breathing. You got it. Shoulders back. Press down, lift up. Couple more. Press down and lift. Nice. Another one. take it down, lift it up. Woo! So of course I invite you to count your 10. It's just around 10. You know it doesn't have to be perfect. You ready? Let's go. Take it down and then press to your heel, lift up. Remember, you're gonna lengthen across the front side of the hip at the top, which you should feel your glutes kick in and fire. Yes? Shoulders back. Nice. So much intention here. Good. You feel your leg working. Woo. And you're choosing how low. Oh my goodness, I'm going one more. And then you get to set your weights down. Ha. Amazing, shake it out. Now we're gonna move on. We may come back to that. It just depends how long it takes. So now we're gonna do one we haven't done in a little while. I invite you to use the chair. You definitely could do this on the floor or on a bench. I'm gonna face this way a little bit more. We're gonna take it knee bent out to the side, then extend and bring it down. So bend your knee, square your hips, and I'm doing this for a reason. If you can't, I have weight on my hands, by the way. I'm like really stabilizing my spine. Push your butt back, so your hip is pushing back. Knee goes out, keep it back so your knee isn't up here, but it's back here. And then extend that leg out if you can, and down. And if that leg doesn't really go out, so it's out, extend, down. So your standing leg, don't forget to bend it out, extend, and down. Your standing leg is doing a ton of work. And you can do this in whatever time feels right for you, but notice if you're twisting, kind of like rotating your body. And if you need to, you could lift out and not really extend very far. That's okay. Bring it back down. Right? We're trying to create bigger ranges of motion, a bigger pattern of movement. So you're doing 10. I'm gonna stop after this one and set it down. Did you feel like more stretching and pressure and stuff in the standing leg? I would think that would be true. And it's gonna be fun when we just do it with the straight leg, but this is how we're working into it. All right? So you're gonna stand, bend that knee, push your butt back, abs are in, take it out, extend the leg, and then down. Right? So I have more pressure, hey Ocean. I have more pressure on the hand of the leg that is lifting, and I'm pushing down into that heel of the leg that is not lifting. Yes, extend it out. So depending on how much those muscles fire for you, how much they're wired up, extending that leg may be like feel impossible or maybe no problem. And it has to do with how much you've moved in that pattern of movement. It's a good place for a bath. So you're getting to 10. That might have been 10, but just in case, I'm gonna do one more. And set it down. Where did you feel that? Like I felt that a lot in the side of the standing leg. So our next round, don't mind me. Our next round, we're just gonna push your butt back and go straight out to the side with that straight leg the whole time. Of course, if your leg is like, can't really lift with a straight leg, that's no problem. Just use your bent knee. That's fine. We're always working with how long is the lever, how much weight are we lifting. Are you ready? 10 of these, set yourself up, square it up and go. So out and down. Now notice my foot is like my toes are hitting about at my heel, right? So your alignment, you don't want to be way up here in front. You're not kicking forward. And then check that if you're trying to rotate from your torso. So we're trying to create the rotation around the hip joint, not from your spine. She didn't like this situation. Right? So it's a lot of standing leg, but we're activating. Now, take it up one more and just hold at the top for 5, 4, lead with the heel, 3, abs are in, 2, and 1. It doesn't look like much, does it? It feels like a lot though. We're activating muscles in your glutes, your hips, your glute medius, the side. Really important things for your hip strength, your hip stability, your back happiness, your mobility. So we want to work this. You ready? Hands down, abs in, draw in, let's go. Out to the side and down. Like that full stop at the top. Squeeze your abs. There's so much ab work happening here. Just stabilizing, deep. And then keep drawing that standing hip back. Like if it's trying to rotate and round forward, then you're getting the lift from your spine. So you're trying to get the lift from the leg, right? We're getting specific here. And then on 10, you're gonna hold it at the top after you get to 10. Lift and hold as high as you can. Lead with the heel. 3, 2, it's a count of 5, and set it down. So good. Back to the curtsy. Yep, and I want you to feel how much more power you have. So we just activated muscles in your glutes. I want you to have the opportunity to notice if more is happening, right? And then we keep the challenge. Plant your foot, heel down, curtsy and back. Same thing we did just a few minutes ago, 10 times. Down, power it up. Now notice your glutes. So you're pushing back and then pressing through the heel, lengthening, creating activity in your glutes. Shoulders back, chest up. Yes. We want to keep these muscles. These are your biggest muscles in your body. These are the ones that we're going to have so much like bang for a buck. We're going to have so much if it can increase in muscle cells and increase in strength. Oh, dang it, I was counting. I'm going one more. Maybe this is more. I love more. There we go. When it comes to this. Plant. Hip back. You ready? Let's go. So when we lose muscle cells, we lose muscle strength, we start losing muscle. Yeah, atrophy, sarcopenia, very real as we get older. There are a few ingredients that we need to build muscle. One of them is overload. Here we are. Another one is protein, amino acids, abs in, so nutrients. And another one is hormones. So if your hormones are out of whack, including, and probably most relevant is testosterone, which women have more testosterone than estrogen, just less testosterone than men. One more, I'm going one more, just because I think I did an extra before. You can never be sure. So if your hormone and growth hormone, which incidentally is released in large amounts while we sleep at certain times in phases of sleep. Out to the side, we're going to see how much we've mastered this. Plant, just straight leg, 10 times, go. Out. Tell me how you've improved. Right? Like, even if I can't hear you, I just want you to really pay attention to that. It is working already. Push your butt back, draw your abs in, and we're gonna do the hold at the top. Do you have a bigger range of motion? So a full 10, and then lift it up one last time. Hold for 5, lead with the heel, 4, toe faces forward, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Other side. So nutrients, overload, said those backwards, but whatever. Sleep, abs in, shoulders back. And then as we get older, it's very necessary to check your hormone levels, right? Because you can't create something from nothing. Lift. And muscle loss is like the biggest problem with aging. So it's such a big lever to work with when it comes to improving aging, because right, the clock's gonna happen, but it's called physiological aging instead of chronological. So you get your full 10 and then lift to the top and hold. What's happening in your abs? What's happening in your shoulders? Are you breathing? And then set it down. Woo. Oh my goodness. All right, good news. We're going to arms. Curl, press, down, down. Notice here, 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 here. Dumbbells. Feet wide, abs in, shoulders back, and then draw your abs in again. Then lift your chest a little, draw your abs in again. We're just creating micro adjustments. Push down through your heels, zipper up from your core, lift your chest, put a smile on your face, bicep curl, shoulder press, let's go. Curl, press, anchor your ribs, down, down. Curl, press, right here, down. So when you get to the down part, that's where you turn and come in. Are you using your core? Stabilize your spine. Breathe. Yes. Check your shoulder blades. Are they floating? Just sliding right over your rib cage. Lighten the toes. We're going 3 more. Just nice and slow. On the way down, that's where we want the control. That's where we're going to create the most hypertrophy. Yes. Last one. Up, up, down, and down. Set it down. Chair or the floor. I'm going to show you chair first. Push up, down dog, which is a little modified in the chair. You could just push away from a wall, but the lean back is very controlled in a chair. It's much more pushing down with the hands, down with the heels closer. If you're on the floor, you can spread out a little bit more. It's a push up and push back, right? So there's a little change, chair to floor. I'll do a few chair. We're gonna do 10. Yeah, great way to lengthen, great way to strengthen your back, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, all of it, range of motion. Here we go. You could be on your knees, right? Press up. Yes. And if for any reason this motion is just not working for you, go for a shoulder press. Abs in. Yes, so you're lengthening, right? We're creating length, we're creating a deeper ability to bend, an ability to bend deeper, I should say it that way. Are you using your abs? Yes. And then when you get to your 10, we just shake it out. Back to this one, but we're gonna separate it. Curls in a row, presses in a row. Upper body. Zipper up. Get your shoulders where you want them. You ready? Abs in, just curl. Up, abs in, down. So you're putting the brakes on the way down. So as you curl up, your shoulders are tipping back, your abs are pulling in. Yes, and you could do this by all means with a straighter stance. But you can play with it. Like, see which one creates the most sensation for you. Yeah? 2 more. If you're with me, right around 10. Taking it all the way down. And now bringing it up to a shoulder press. From here, press up. Bigger range of motion. Press up, abs are in. Yes. Your mind is on what you're doing. How could you brace with your abs more? Could you be equal, right to left in the way you pull down? You got it. Hello, shoulders. A few more. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Push up, down dog. This one I'm going to try on the floor. So up to you. And again, you could use the wall, you could use something higher, but that nice range of motion with the down dog of that lengthening, pressing back. So good, Micah's fur. When you're ready, take it away. Now, remember, we're using your back, we're using your shoulders, we're using your abs, you're breathing. So use this as a way to sort of create a rhythm in the way you breathe. Exhale, and when you come forward, it's a straight down and up. I think that's really important to think about for your shoulders. So it's a down and up, you're not doing any kind of swooping. I am not a fan of any swooping for your shoulder joints. And then when you get to your 10, you're gonna stand back up. Whatever that takes for you. Who wants water besides me? Awesome. Yeah? Moving your body through space, creating length, creating strength. It is one thing to just create like tightness and strength. It's another thing to create mobility and strength. And they are 2 different things. Okay, we're going back. I'm not forgetting I got a band out. We've got to do glutes. And here are your options. You could be on a chair, you could be on the floor, you could go down in a chair. We're gonna lift, extend, in. So just like the side lift, but we're doing it with a bent knee, lift, lift, working your glute max. Set 1, no band. Set 2, band optional. I said optional. Okay, so play with it. So come here with your high stance. See how that feels. I kind of like the range of motion I can get from being lower, but here's the key. You've got to draw the abs in, especially around the lower back. Yes? All right.
Now they count. Lift, extend. So if you think about it, you're trying to engage your glutes, right? So this isn't a lower back specific exercise, so pull your abs in as you lift. Because what we're also creating is length across the front side of your hip, which is kind of a good thing. You get a better stride when you walk or run that way. You get a lot more power when our glutes are activated. Standing leg working. Lift up, extend, bend, and release. Did you get to 10? Yes. So any of this stuff, you know, people go and just throw around a bunch of heavy weights, and then you, over time, you miss the details that actually create the range of motion and the strength you want. When you overcompensate for too long, that's when things go a little bit sideways. And we all compensate. You wouldn't be moving if you didn't have compensation patterns. Breathe. So your goal is to really hold it at the top as you extend out. So think about that knee staying in the same position versus dropping down, right? Because it's easy to kind of drop down. Whatever, I just lift it up. And this is where you find out, like maybe this is no problem for you, but you've got to think about it. You don't let anything off the hook. You micro focus. Yes, I'm going one more. I think that was 10, but how many times do I say that in a class? Whew. I don't know if I want a band for that one. I'm going to try it though. No, I'm not going to try it. I'm going to do it without a band. Here's why. Because I know for me personally, if I use a band, my range of motion is going to be much more limited. And I would rather get the leg higher and get more length across the hip flexor. Up to you. I just wanted to explain my rationale for not using a band. Love the band. I'm going to go no band, second set. You do what's right for you. And you could use the band, and then you could be using the band and say, yeah, I think I want bigger range of motion. So, but what I'm not getting is greater tension, which I would get from the band. Lengthen your spine and go. So same exact thing. Extend and down. So there's a little bit of focused flex, right? Squaring the hip, squeezing the glute. You're also using hamstring for that extend bend. And you're breathing. Everything just very intentional, right? So you're lifting, you're not swinging, you're not just letting that leg go anywhere. You're focusing on getting that knee to a point, holding it exactly at that point, like there's a dot on the wall or in the air that you're keeping the knee at. And you're going to 10, about 10. Yes? Other side. You feel the work in your core, so your lower back doesn't just sway. You've got to draw the abs in. That's great practice. Oh, so good. You ready? Here we go. This makes us stronger, more mobile, and more agile just in life. Hold that knee up there. That's the biggest challenge in my mind. Getting the knee up, holding the abs in, extending that leg at that exact same point. Yes? Keep breathing. Lift, extend, and when you get to 10, Bring it down. Woo. All right, now, because we have the band, we're gonna put it on. And if you don't wanna put it on, don't put it on, but here's our move. Out, out. Toes slightly point out, knees slightly point out, in. We're just gonna go one round of those. 10 each leg. Let me take it down. For just quick, meaningful, finishing up on the ground with some abs. So toes face forward and in, abs pull in, tip it back, drop down. Out, out, toes out, out, in, other side. Out, out, that's not how I want to do it, in. Now we're going to repeat the right. Out, in, repeat. So that's probably your left. Abs in. Repeat that lead. How low can you go? How wide can you go? Keeping your center. Hold it in here. You can hold on to something. Here's 7 out of 10. Oh yeah, and then we're doing the other leg. 8, I know, this is the last one. Yes. Woo. Now, other side. Left lead. You could stand up and come back down if you need to. Abs draw in, don't let that lower back take over. We're trying to get the hips. Push your hips back. You got this. Woo. Ha. 2 more. 1 more. Oh my goodness. And stand up. Okay, that's it. That's it. Walk it off. Oh, do you know that you have glutes now? I do. That's the best. Right? It's like that sensation. So move it around a little. Do what you need to do. Shake it out. Water, and we're down to the mat. So here's what I've been playing with. I've been playing with the reverse. Now, some of you guys do yoga and you do like the whole shoulder stand thing. Well, I'm wondering what happens, right? We're not doing a shoulder stand. I'm wondering what happens for you if you try to activate your ab muscles. You can use your hands to lift up higher, just like part way. So you're using your arms. No problem. But feel what happens in your abs. So you know how we play with certain moves and like coming in and out of the move instead of falling out? I want you to so play with it. So right now you're just playing. You're experimenting. How controlled can you come down? And then I want you to give me 10 lift lowers with as much control as you can. All right, so you choose how high, you choose how low, and then you're gonna choose how much you use your arms. Now, when I played with this, I had heavy weights behind me, and that's how I anchored my arms. But isn't this interesting? Can you feel your abs? Yes? I know, you weren't expecting this one, were you? Yes. And it's interesting to notice how kind of like wobbly it is coming down. Nice. And once you get to 10, we hold here, hands come behind you, just touch the floor, legs drop down. So we're gonna do 10 of these. And you can do a little lift at the top. But when they go down, you're compressing. Think about compressing your abs, like pressing them into the floor. And if your arms there doesn't feel good, don't put them there, put them beside you. So after we get to 10 with both legs, we're just gonna split it. And remember, you're choosing how high up you go and how much you bend your knees on the way down, right? You could be bending, it's just that squeeze in that matters. And you have to think about it. All right, so when you get to your 10, just shake it out, release for a second. Give everything a minute, a few seconds, not a full minute. Then we're gonna lift the legs up from a very slight hip lift. So just enough to feel like your abs are on. One leg down, pull it up, other leg goes down. Pull it up, super slow. Down, full stop, pause. Draw it in, pull it up. Down, full stop, pause. Push your shoulders down into the mat. Are you breathing? Yes. You got it. All right, I said 10, I'm doing 11. And then release. Shake it out. Right here, knees bent. I just want an up and a down. Super big bend to the knees. That's ocean. Squeeze in, up and down. Just touch them down, right back up. 20 of these and you're done. Breathe. All from the abs. You're making your legs move from your abs. Are you breathing? You're pushing your lower back into the floor. If your lower back is starting to burn and like your lower back is definitely taking over, separate it. No problem, right? You've got to meet yourself where you are so you can build from there instead of trying to leapfrog and compensating, because that's not going to benefit you. You're breathing. Compress and squeeze. Yes. And then when you get to 20, you set your feet down. Drop the knees to one side gently. Take your opposite arm up. So that was a full body workout. We worked hips, glutes, legs, abs, back, shoulders, biceps, triceps, other side. And really working that, like the range of motion, working your mobility, creating more possibility with your entire nervous system. Just think about what's possible today now. From this place, which is different, like you've opened up new possibility by showing up for yourself here, focusing your attention on your movement, hug your knees to your chest, just gently release your lower back. Little rock side to side always feels good. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now take it up. Shaking out, you're taking your time. You pause as long as you need to. Remember how we started here with the side to side? Just go here and see how it feels now. Amazing job, you guys. Thank you for being here.